Hi everyone, welcome to a Proverbs home. I am so glad you could be here today. Before I start my video today, I want to first thank all my new subscribers that have made it over to my channel. Thank you for becoming part of this family, and friends, thank you so much. But I also do want to thank the channels who also gave me a shout out, which is Homestead Tessie, which is a friend of mine. And if you are on my channel and you don't know who she is, you should go over to her channel. She has an amazing homesteading channel and she is my friend. So go on ahead and check her out. And also the Ozark family. That is one of my favorite channels also. I really love this family. They are amazing. It's a husband and wife, and I think they have 7 kids, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. 8 kids. They have 8 children, and they are an amazing family, the Ozark family. And I think you would really love their homestead. I love homesteading channels. So thank you for everyone who came to this channel. I really appreciate it and feel very blessed.
Saw you downtown today.
Let's go on ahead and get started. First things that's kind of, you might think is a little weird, but I don't. But let me explain why. I'm going to show you a pumpkin. Yes, a pumpkin. Now, we all know we can't keep them all year round because they will get rotten. You have to throw them out. But what I will tell you, I've seen many of these, including myself, used for decorations. And I used to use them all the time for decorations. And once they get all gooey and stuff, I throw them out. But I've learned to stop doing that. Keep those pumpkins. Maybe keep them out for a few days as a decor, and then go on ahead and use them to make pumpkin pie. Take out the seeds, make roasted pumpkin seeds. There's so much you could do with these. You can either clean them out really, really good, and you can use them and put, you could actually put squash soup in here or make pumpkin soup and put it back inside. It is really good. So I have learned, don't throw out those pumpkins. Not because it's going to turn, well, it might turn into a Cinderella carriage. Who knows? But just because we don't think sometimes, right? We get them, we use them for decors, really pretty, put them on a vignette, put them on a display, and then once they get a little soft and rotten, we throw them out. But you know what? I've learned, put them out for a couple of days and then use them to make pumpkin pie. So keep those pumpkins this year and don't throw them out. Pumpkins are really sweet to have. They are a blessing, and we like to go to the pumpkin patch. We haven't made it yet there. We're probably going to try to go this weekend, but we love to go to the pumpkin patch and get gourds and different things like that. But I've learned to use more of my pumpkins for baking than just use them for decor. Okay, another thing that we seem to get rid of after the Christmas holidays are those cookie cans, those tin cans. Now, I think these are really nice, and I think these can be used for pins and clips in your office, in your craft room, in your kitchen, in that one drawer you have where you have everything at, that junk drawer, where you have pins and pennies and nickels and dimes and all that kind of stuff. You can put those in here. Even your receipts, if you're a receipt collector, you can put your receipts in this tin can. Okay, so these tin cans can be used for so much. You can Mod Podge the can. Look at this one. It's so pretty. Excuse the ring light. And it has like a little castle. Imagine fixing this up really pretty, making it really nice with a nice, flowery, maybe napkin, and Mod Podging it and using it in your sewing room. You can put sewing needles in here, sewing the little sewing threads, so many things. So don't throw out those cans. Use them. I'm not saying to hoard things. All I'm trying to say is use some of those things inside of your office, of your craft room, in your kitchen. Whatever helps, and whatever helps you save your money. I used to have these, and sometimes if I had something for like years, I would just get rid of it. I would get rid of this something that belongs to the appliance or, whatever I had, because I was like, well, I'm not using it. I really don't need this. I'll just donate it. But I learned a lesson in that, and that is the pamphlets. Those pamphlets that come with our appliances, whether it be a copy machine, whether it be an Instant Pot, whether it's going to be a crock pot, or maybe your refrigerator. Maybe you've had your refrigerator for 20 years and you're like, well, they don't make this anymore. Let me just get rid of it. Never get rid of your pamphlets. The reason that I say that, even if you have an old refrigerator that they don't make anymore, you can always go in your pamphlet and find out where, like if you're looking for another egg tray that broke, that was in your fridge, you can go in and find out if that company still sells parts. Pamphlets are so important. A lot of times we think they are not. We get rid of them after the warranty expires, but we need to keep our pamphlets. Now, my husband and I gave some really good friends of ours our copier machine, and we couldn't find the pamphlet. We probably got rid of it a long time ago. It's an older copier machine, but it still works. So they had to go on ahead and look it up, and then I gave that same couple my Instant Pot, and I didn't have the pamphlet for that. So my friend had to go and she had to look everything up. So, as you know, I'm sure it might even be somewhere tucked away where we've forgotten where we put it. But it's important to put all your pamphlets in one bag, in one dresser drawer, in a file cabinet, in a container, somewhere where if you need to go back and get it. And the reason I say that, I'll show you one here, for instance. A refrigerator that my husband and I have, it is a used refrigerator. Okay, we bought it used, but it was in good condition, and we could not afford to buy a new refrigerator. So I'm going to go through here and see if I find it. It's right here. The lady gave us all the paperwork that came with it, and this was the paperwork. And I guess it was when she purchased it, because we just got it. We just got it last year. But when she purchased it, it was 2021. She might have purchased it used, because it's not a fancy refrigerator that has like a water thing where you put your glass on. There's just a regular, good old refrigerator that have the way to put it together, take it apart. And not only that, if we lose or we break a part in the fridge, we can always go back to the pamphlet and we know where to order it from. It has the serial number and we could go back to it. Keep those pamphlets. They're very important. You know, we should always keep them. This is the KitchenAid one that I kept also. Like I said, if one of these like steel mixers breaks, I can always just order it from KitchenAid. So never throw your pamphlets away. I also have this. And this was a Mixmaster Sunbeam that I had that fell and broke. Not very happy about it, but that was a long time ago, but I kept the pamphlet. And it has all different kind of recipes in it. And it also has a recipe here that somebody put in it because I bought it used. So just keep them. Yes, just keep them. Don't throw these away. I mean, you don't want to hoard. If you absolutely don't have something anymore, you don't want to go on ahead and hoard something that you don't even have and just keeping stuff you really don't need. But you can always ask somebody, hey, do you have a mixer? Do you need this pamphlet? Or just, you know, if you have to get rid of them, put them in the recyclables. But these right here, I try never to get rid of them. I learned not to do that. And I have all my pamphlets in this bag for when I need them to my appliances. I had to stop the video and run to the kitchen because I have a banana bread in the oven and I had to go check on it. Okay, so let's go to another thing that I like to keep, and I'm going to show you really quick. You know those biscuit boxes and different things like that? What I do is I cut out the back of, like, if it's mashed potatoes, things that I normally use, I cut out the back and I keep the directions. Now, yes, I can type them up and I can put them up somewhere, but this is fine to me. I like doing things also the old-fashioned way. I cut these up and then I put them in here and I have them in case, because a lot of times I'll throw out my boxes and I'll just can the flour or whatever it is, or the pancake mix, or I'll just keep it in the bag and I throw out the boxes. And then I'll be like, oh, I forgot to cut out the directions, or I forgot to write it down. So, yep, I keep those in here just in case, you know. I mean, that's how our grandparents did it. We should do it too. They did it the right way, you know? Okay, another thing that I think we should keep are the old cookbooks. Now, I know if you watch a lot of homesteading videos and a lot of homemaking videos like my channel, we talk a lot about keeping those old cookbooks. Why? Because it's just something to keep? No, because they have great recipes. And one day if your Wi-Fi goes out, there's a storm or something, you have no Wi-Fi, go figure, what will we do without Wi-Fi? You get my point, right? If you have no Wi-Fi, it's good to do it the old-fashioned way. Go on ahead and have those old cookbooks that you can go back to, and you can do it the old-fashioned way with whatever you have in your cupboards. If you have not checked out my video about different depression foods, you should go on ahead and check out that video. It's a great video. I like learning about different foods, different things, how they did it in the past times. I know we can't live in the past, but what I do know, it's important because a lot of the old ways they did things worked. And sometimes, and I'm all for modern conveniences. Some things are good to have. I thank God for my washing machine that I don't have to do clothes by hand, but if I had to, I would. And, you know, there's just some things that I thank God that we don't have to do it like we used to do it. Like the day that people didn't have toilets. I thank God we have toilets. I mean, I know that's off the wall here, but it's true. Some modern conveniences are good. Okay, so books, old books are great. And a lot of things, the way our grandparents did it, my mom did it, you know, they did it the right way and they were successful at it. I have this one. It says From Mama's Kitchen. I love this cookbook. I just really do. This is one of my favorite. It is so cute inside. I love cookbooks. I could sit down and just read a cookbook. I can sit down and just read a cookbook or color a cookbook or write in a cookbook. I just love them. They are just amazing and they're great to have. So, you know, just don't throw those out. Keep them. If you have way of abundance where it's just too much and it's giving you anxiety, then, you know, just give them away, donate them, but keep a couple of them that you know you really like. Keep your favorite books. Now, this is not mine. Shh. Don't say anything. Even though my husband's probably watching. He is. This is my husband's t-shirt. And if you see it has like paint and stuff, he wears it like when he's painting or cleaning. Protect our forces. That is Smokey the Bear. Okay, there's a reason why I'm showing you this worn out t-shirt. Now, there's a time I would just donate them or just use them, throw them away, and that was it. But do you know a t-shirt can save a life? You can do first aid with a t-shirt. So what you can do is just cut the t-shirt into strips. Get a rubber band, fold the strips together, and put it in your first aid kit. If you ever need to stop a punctured wound or somebody's bleeding really profusely and really bad, you can wrap this around with a stick or something. If you are a first aid person and you are certified, I am certified first aid and CPR. And if you are certified first aid and CPR, you already know this. And I'm sure some of you already know this. You don't have to be certified to know that. But using your shirt, using them, don't throw them out. Get a couple of t-shirts, cut them up in strips, have them with your first aid kit in case anything was to happen. Now, we have to have our first aid kit. Those things we should always have and be prepared. We should have our iodine, our peroxide, alcohol. We should have all our Band-Aids. We should have gauze. We should have tape. We should have scissors in our first aid kit. All those things are so important to have, especially if you are self-reliant and you live in a rural area and, you know, you just like being self-reliant. I think those things are so important to have, but a t-shirt can save a life just by cutting it up, tearing it up, and protecting somebody and stopping the bleeding. And not only that, you can save these t-shirts if you have children. My granddaughter, she loves wearing big t-shirts and grandma's t-shirts or grandpa's t-shirts. She just really loves them. But I'll be back because I hear my bread going off there, the oven, and I don't want it to burn. Have your extra light bulbs, your flashlights, All those things are important. So that's today's video. I just wanted to make something fun and, just get some things to me that I thought, these things are important for me and I shouldn't throw them out. I shouldn't be wasteful when it comes to them. Just like that pumpkin back there, use those pumpkins you have, use them to make pumpkin soup, use them to make roasted pumpkin seeds, pumpkin pie, just so many things you can make with them. And I think it's just a blessing. So God bless everyone. I love you all. I was seeing something over there, but that is a leaf blowing. I thought it was like a bird at the window, but it's a leaf. So God bless you all. I love you all, and I'll talk to everyone soon. Bye.